The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Welcome to the Broncos Broadcasting Network. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Ethan, and these are the stories for this week's broadcast. We take a look back at last week's spring music concert.
We will talk to some seniors about their time at DHS and their advice to younger Broncos.
And our staff shares advice to our graduating seniors. BBN News begins now.
As seniors have been going through the high school years, they have picked up on a lot of do's and don'ts. Here's Alec with some advice from our 2023 senior class.
Here's some advice from our seniors. What advice do you have for our underclassmen and next year's seniors?
The only advice I have is to basically take as many advanced placement classes as you can and dual enrollment, so that way you can have have a good GPA and stuff and be ready for college. Also apply early to college, apply like a junior year, start planning that on your sophomore or junior year, so you prepare for it. And take the SAT with plenty of time before.
What advice do you have for underclassmen?
Not to mess up your first years because it mess you up in the long run.
What's some advice you have for our underclassmen?
Stay on task and pretty much do your stuff. I did really bad my freshman year. I was able to make it up because of COVID, but still, I mean, when you're not on top of it, it'll bring your GPA down really bad.
All right. Thank you. I'm Alec Mosenberg. Back to the desk.
Last week, a concert was held at our auditorium, including the choir, band, and more. We go to Aiden for more information.
I'm Aiden Bulleran, and last week was our spring concert. I interviewed Mr. Puckett and a student to see how they think it went. Who were the performers you conducted?
I worked with students with disabilities teaching at our World of Music students.
How do you feel about the performance?
I think that the performance was amazing. I thought they did a very good job performing and being able to cultivate everything that we learned all last semester and now this semester.
How would you say the World of Music students developed from the beginning of this year to now?
They have developed a lot and they've grown so much, and I'm very proud of each and every one of them.
What did you help with?
So I didn't really exactly help with anything. I was more there as an audience so it was going on during fourth period, and I was in Mr. Puckett's class, and Mr. Puckett was performing. He was the conductor for his own little group, so I wasn't really helping with anything.
How did you feel about the performance?
The performances were actually really good. The band did really good. The choir, I really liked the choir's voice. And at the end, it was like a group that was conducted by Mr. Puckett, and it was his group it was a lot of students with disabilities, and they played a lot of pop culture music like Rihanna and Drake and Taylor Swift, Blank Space, and we all had a really good time. We were all clapping with them, so yeah, it was good. It was fun.
I'm Aiden Bulleran. And back to the news desk.
DSA is holding their 6th annual Grad Walk, which is an event in which graduating seniors who had once attended Davenport School of the Arts gets to go back as a form of accomplishment and nostalgia as they return to their old elementary and or middle school. Students at DSA get to create signs and posters to cheer on the former students of DSA and Newfound High School graduates. The event starts at 1:30 p.m. and goes on to 3 o'clock p.m. Any graduate planning on attending Grad Walk needs to arrive with their cap and gowns at 1 p.m. Please RSVP to Ms. Schumacher at debbie.schumacher@polk-fl.net. As our seniors wave goodbye and head on towards their futures, our staff gives them some tips for the future. Here's Yaito with more information.
Our seniors are leaving very soon. They have many options to choose for what to do for their future. These are going to be very important years, and we all wish them the best luck in all their decisions. But before they leave, some of our staff wanted to give them some advice.
I would say it's important to stay focused in your classes. Make sure that if you need to access any of the resources like tutoring, make sure you do that. I would say make sure that there is always going to be a time for playing and having fun, but make sure you know to get up and get to your classes on time if that's what you choose to do on your weekends.
just be true to who you are, because you'll have lots of new opportunities and lots of new freedoms. And some students take advantage of those and don't stay true to who they are, but just stay true to who you are. Continue being you, and continue to make into things and keep working hard.
Well, I think some of the best advice that I was ever given when I graduated was make sure that you're thoughtful about everything you're doing. Think about others. When you're thinking about college, or whether you're going to a vocational school, or if you're just going to go get a job and start working, always treat people the way you want to be treated. And more importantly, do your best to help others first. And when you do that, when you put other people first, good things always happen to you.
I would say the journey is just beginning. Continue to work hard and be true to yourself.
The advice I would give to seniors is stay in touch with your high school friends. I'm still in touch with mine after 40 something years. And also travel as much as you possibly can.
I'm Yaitha, and this is for the Broncos Broadcasting Network.
The end of the year is just around the corner, and that means we need to collect your laptops. We will be collecting senior laptops on the 12th and 16th. The final call for seniors will be the 17th. Juniors will be right after on the 18th and 19th. Then sophomores' collection is going to be the 22nd and the 23rd. Freshmen will be last, with their collection date being the 24th and the 26th. Lastly, the final call for all the grades will be on the 30th and the 31st. Last month, students here at DHS got their CSWA industry certificate. Now to Brett with more.
Well, that's a certification you can take in my class that will get you certified in a program called SolidWorks. SolidWorks is a mechanical drafting program. The certification is taken in 2 90-minute sessions. And once you achieve that certification, it does help you in several ways. First off, it gives you your name put into a database from SolidWorks. The program itself has a database of associate level certified students, and that could possibly earn you a scholarship, or it could easily get you into an apprenticeship program. And the second thing that it does add a merit designation to your graduation as well. So your diploma has a merit designation if you get that certification.
What do you plan to do with your certification?
See if I can land myself a job, because it's a good high-paying job if you actually be able to get into it and get high enough with it, get your more higher certifications with it, and then you can make a lot of money every year.
I don't know yet. There's different levels of certification you can get, and I think next year I'm gonna go for the one that's higher than the one we got this year. Right now we did the associates, and next year we're going to be able to do the professional, hopefully.
Why did you take the exam?
Because it was free. So if I don't get it, oh well.
Well, I mean, it's a class require. It's not really a requirement to pass, but like it's helpful. You get a certification, which is nice. It wasn't too hard. It was pretty easy. It doesn't take that long to do.
And what did you do to prepare for this exam?
A lot of trial and error.
I mean, we've been practicing all year, but Mr. Checkley gave us like special models and stuff to create, and also we use a program called Solid Professor to learn all of our stuff, and it has a ton of like extra models and assemblies and stuff that you can do to practice.
I'm Brett Cohen, signing off.
Hello, Broncos. I'm Jade with this week's weather. On Saturday, we'll have a scattered thunderstorms with a high of 86 and a low of 68. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 88 and a low of 70. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 92 and a low of 71. Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high of 92 and a low of 71. And that's your weather. Now back to the news desk.
This past week during lunch, the Davenport Broncos received their yearbooks. Now we go to Jerry L. asking students how they feel about this yearbook.
Thanks to Mr. Moody and his students, everyone was in love with this year's yearbook. Keep up the great work. This is Gerald Vega, and this is for Broncos Broadcasting Network. What do you like about the yearbook?
It's a cool design.
I think the yearbook looks amazing. A great improvement from last year. It's colorful, lots of great articles and photos.
I like the cover. I think the cover is pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked how they included every style and like people you see around like that pop out when you're walking around in the crowd.
I really like it because it has like a lot of different things and a lot of interviews that are really interesting and I think helpful. And yeah, I like the design and I think they did a really good job.
It's kind of tough, feel me? I just gotta, added a little bit of everything. It was cool though. I like what y'all did. It was very creative.
Honestly, the yearbook's a lot better than last year. It looks really cool.
I feel like some of the pictures could be adjusted, but it was really good other than that.
Is there anything they could have added?
No, more of me.
I would say maybe like a little bit more information about some sports or something, but in general I think there's like pretty good information.
More basketball and sports pictures, I guess. Feel me? It was very little section, but I guess it's like our first year as a yearbook, so we could do better next year.
Thank you for joining us this week for Broncos News. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Ethan. We'll see you next time.